Remember this video? No you don't, it was one of the worst performing videos on my channel, go watch it right now. Well, when I competed in JonnyRaZer's Mario Party tournament, there was one specific person that stood out to me, and that is ShurikenBlade. I actually watched a couple of his videos before the tournament, and I actually think that he is a pretty good creator. He did make me lose the tournament by 6 coins though, so...
I challenged him to a Splatoon 1v1 with a couple of rules I made to make it fair. We will be competing in a best out of 5 in each ranked mode. We will both be running gear with comeback, quick respawn and an ability we choose ourselves. Respawn Punisher is banned. We will take turns picking a map, and to make it interesting, every round we'll be spinning a wheel to determine which weapon both of us are going to use. Got it? Now let's take revenge on ShurikenBlade, shall we? We started our first round with the Big Swig Roller, and we realized that inked facts were even more useless than they are in a public match. The whole purpose of the inked vac is to suck up any enemy's mid-air ink, but rollers can roll on the ground, not having to shoot ink mid-air. So basically, the inked vac is useless against rollers. Anyways, I won the round and we moved on to the Jet Squelcher, and I'm generally pretty good with shooters, with 3 big exceptions, one of them being the Jet Squelcher. We realized that the inked vac might have some use to it in a 1v1 setting, and with the fact that we didn't have rollers this time, and I won the match, and we moved on to the Dually Squelchers. One of my mains in Splatoon 2, I carried over to 3, and I got 4 starts on both the vanilla and the custom Dually Squelchers. It is also a weapon that Shuriken had no idea how to play, so this was gonna be an easy win. And then for one heck of a match, we got the Rapid Blaster Deco. I'm not the greatest with blasters, but with a little help from my friend Torpedo and Inkjet, it went better than expected, and I took home the tower control and we moved on to the next mode. Going into the second round, I could have said that Shuriken had a chance, but unfortunately for him, the weapon wheel decided to pick my main weapon, the Reflux. The Reflux has arguably one of the highest skill ceilings in the entire game. It's not just a weapon that you can pick up and play, unless you really want to be a missile spammer. I made him suffer for a bit, but after a couple of minutes, I started to feel a little bad, and we both agreed to just finish his suffering. Second match, Slosher. Now, I am not one to pick the Slosher right away, but if you give me anything but an X-Slosher, I think I could do pretty well in the game with the bucket. And I definitely proved that here. Next up, we have one of my favorite matches from all of the 1v1. It was Sorella-Brella. I picked Mahi Mahi for this one, since I actually kinda like Mahi Mahi.
I know. I'm looking for a therapist right now, don't worry.
But since it's quite a small map, it was pretty fun as a 1v1 stage. Pair that with the fact that we both had no idea what we were doing with the Brella, and I had so much fun just jumping around and having no idea what I'm doing. Oh yeah, and I also won this one. So with 2 modes under my belt, I was ready to acquire my last mode. Let me tell you, Rainmaker is not designed for a 1v1 setting. Shocking, I know. I purposefully put all the modes in order of convenience in a 1v1 setting to make the matches become more and more chaotic, but I was not ready for what Shuriken had cooking. We started off with the mini Splatling, and I'm going to be honest, I played this weapon maybe 4-5 times. Now Shuriken told me
I played it like once.
But that was not the worst part, because I was dumb enough to pick Humpback Pump Track, which I thought was a good idea since the pedestal is really close to spawn, so it would be good for a 1v1 setting. But what I forgot is that Humpback Pump Track is a great map for stalling the Rainmaker, so that's exactly what he did. He took the lead, stalled the Rainmaker, and of course I had no idea what I'm doing with this weapon, so I can't get the Rainmaker in time and lose the match. Now, remember when I lost that third match with the Dually Squelchers? You know, the first main of mine I've been talking about? Well, I couldn't let this slide, so when I got the custom Dually Squelchers, I easily, and I'll tell you, really easily, took the win in maybe a minute or so. But then we got the dreaded L3 Nozzle Nose D. Remember second match when I told you that I had 3 shooters I'm bad with? Well, the other 2 were the H3 and the L3. There is something about it shooting in bursts and being semi-automatic that I just can't wrap my head around. Pairing that with the fact that I, yet again, was dumb enough to pick the worst stage in Splatoon history, I did it for content, I swear, and Shuriken took his second win. But I wasn't going to give up. We got the Big Swig Express, a weapon I played quite a bit, on an actual good stage this time. It didn't look good for me in the first half, barely being able to stop him from claiming his first mode, but I came back with a lucky push and barely beaten him. 2-2. One more and I win the 1v1. But of course, in fashionable Elantra style, I picked a dumb stage and we got arguably one of the worst weapons in the game. And he got the knockout on me, getting Shuriken his first mode. Okay, but I still had one more to go, and it shouldn't be that difficult, right? Well, the weapon we got gifted by the wheel was the .96 Gal, arguably one of the worst painting weapons in the game, in a mode where the goal is to paint the zone. It was fun dodging his krakens, but this man has played blah blobber Deco for 24 hours, so unfortunately I wasn't good enough at it. Next up, Tri-Stringer. You know that I main the Reflex, and this match made me realize that these two may have more in common than I thought. Needless to say, I thought I'd have the match easily, but the Tri-Stringer and the Reflex are just not the same weapon. And then we got the Deco Fin Splat Charger. One thing about me is that I suck with chargers. Pair that with the fact that Shuriken had the bright idea to pick Scorch Gorge, a map with a giant ass zone, with a charger. Anyways, Shuriken took the win, so he got his second mode in. But I wasn't expecting a tie, so we had to come up with a tiebreaker round.
How about we do random map, random mode, chosen weapon.
Okay.
So, as a great finale, we head into our final tiebreaker round. We got matched up in Rainmaker Scorch Gorge. Wait, didn't we just play Scorch Gorge? Anyways, Light Tetras against Blah Blobber Deco. Again, this man has spent 24 hours with this weapon, okay? But I don't own the damn Light Tetra badge on my banner for nothing, damn it. So when I was about to lose hope, I pushed through and I got the lead.
Go, 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 go!
Oh my gosh, please. That was actually a flop moment, though.
Next, Splat Zones Inkblot. I thought I'd be clever and pick the Reflex to do reflex things, but unfortunately I'm not a missile spammer and Blob Deco had finally defeated me. Clam Blitz Inkblot, oh my god, game. Stop giving us stages back to back. I picked Carbon Roller Deco, which...
Yeah, I was like, what matches would beat me? Like, I hope it's not Carbon.
And I came out on top once again. 4 stars, by the way. One more match to win. Splat Zone Scorch Gore. Okay, this isn't funny anymore. Come on, I was doomed to lose this one. And this time the mistake was my weapon choice. Why did I think Gluga Dualies would be a good pick? Okay, but now it all came down to this final match. We both had 2 modes, 2 wins, and 1 more to go. I was stressing my pick. I was struggling to decide which weapon to pick. Or more so, which weapon he picked. I was about to go with the Reflex when I had the shocking realization. The mode is tower control, so with a lucky stage I could sweep home the victory, and so I went on to choose the Carbon Roller Deco.
We're over the 2-hour mark now.
Just kidding. It was all leading up to this.
It was all leading up to this final match. Well,
Why do you choose Carbon? I mean, it's good for kills, but like, not much for you. That's fun.
that's right. Oh my god, I fell off the tower. Oh my god.
Oh my
god!
That's good. Oh my gosh, how does it last that long?
I don't know. I thought you were gonna jump down. Oh no. Oh no. Oh my god.
Oh my gosh, though. You still have the ink armor. That was... Nah, you won.
30 seconds. 20 seconds! Yeah,
Bruh.
GG's.
GG's.
The revenge from the Mario Party tournament.
After a stressful 2 hours, I finally got my revenge on Shuriken for what he did to me in that Mario Party tournament 7 months ago. I could finally accept my loss, knowing that I'm better at Splatoon than he is.
All in all, it took us about 2 hours, and I want to thank ShurikenBlade for sticking with me through the 2 hours. In the end, we had a lot of fun, or at least I had a lot of fun, and I definitely think that you should check out his channel. And with that, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.